What does that mean?
It means that the Bucks were not given an offer that they felt that they couldn't say no to. And regardless of how anybody wants to say it, the Bucks were engaged in trade talks for Giannis. So they can sell it however they want it. And if they had gotten an offer, I think that they were blown away with, they would have done it. But two things. One, I don't think Giannis forced it. And, Giannis didn't force it, the Bucks don't have to do anything. The second thing is, if you just tactically look at the situation, they will probably get better offers in the summer. And so those two things led them to do this. The big question for me now, how do they handle the rest of the season with Giannis? Giannis has this calf injury. They have not put a timetable on his return. The Bucks' best strategy is to lose as many games as possible, to get their draft pick up as high as possible, to either rebuild around Giannis or trade that pick. And so we will see how they handle the rest of the season.
For whatever it's worth, can we just quickly put up A44? Because Giannis went on social media 30 minutes after the trade deadline and posted, "Legends don't chase, they attract." Bart doesn't look. You're giving me the side eye on that one. Why are you looking at me? I didn't post it. I just read it.
It's on you because the Knicks said no to Thanasis.
Okay. Okay. Let me get Windy. One more for the Windman. Ja Morant also not traded yesterday. He's become such an interesting person to me. He's 26 years old and so talented, but we all understand all of the baggage. What should we take from the fact that he didn't get traded yesterday?
When I say he has no value, I don't even think that's accurate. I think he's got what they call in the league negative value. And what that means is teams were not willing to take Ja Morant unless the Grizzlies also attach draft compensation. In other words, you have to pay us to take him. And I know that this is a stunning thing for the Ja Morant fans out there. It's a stunning thing when I talk to his fellow NBA players about it because they know how talented he is. The issue is just this: between the suspensions, the injuries, and the issues with the coaches, he has missed so many games. Secondly, he is at his best when he gets right there into that restricted area in that paint. He's never done it less. He's never taken more jump shots, and he's never been worse at those jump shots. So his play is bad, his off-court issues are bad, and he's got 2 years and $87 million left on his contract. If he had 1 year on his contract, I think there'd be some teams who would say, we're going to do a buy low here. The 2 years on his contract has literally made his situation toxic. The pathway forward for him is to play excellent basketball for the Grizzlies on the stretch, and then he should have some options. He has actually been playing better over the last month, but the actions of the rest of the league and their no interest in him demonstrate where his value is right now.
That's exactly right. Don't pay attention to what people say. Just pay attention to what they do. And in this case, no one was willing to do anything. Windy, stay close by. We'll have you all morning long as we continue to see it. Guys, stay with me on this. LeBron and the Lakers hosting the Sixers. First, we got a little eye candy for you from the 41-year-old LeBron James. Bart, look at him on the floor.
Listen, he still got it. He still is LeBron James in spurts.
That's nice.
On the other side, Quentin Grimes.
Oh, my gosh. Get up.
Heavens.
That man got a family.
In the face of Jake LaRavia. But then here's the moment I'm talking about. Pay no attention to anything but Luka Doncic. Keep an eye on him there. Not getting back on defense. This time he has a very good reason for it. Take a look. Obvious discomfort, grabbing for the hamstring, hobbling off into the locker room. We'll have an update in a minute. Lakers down 8 at the half. Let's show you what then happens. It's Austin Reeves. Back from injury and playing great, knocking down a 3. He would score 35 off the bench.
Listen, he's the key. He's the catalyst for this team. He's the guy that can get a bucket on his own.
And then, Harry, how about this? Marcus Smart throw it up. LeBron throw it down.
41 my ass. LeBron James.
LeBron had 17 and 10. But wait a minute. Sixers are down by 8. Then watch what happens here. Tyrese Maxey with a bucket. Then LeBron James is going to do what Drake May can't do. He's going to throw an interception. DJ Edgecombe. All of a sudden, 5 points from Philly in that flurry. It's a 3-point game. 20 seconds remaining. Lakers by 2. Rui Hachimura with the dagger dunk.
There we go.
Reeves loves it. Lakers do hang on to win it 119-115. But obviously all eyes afterwards are on the hamstring of Luka Doncic. And those eyes include those of our buddy Brian Windhorst, who's up early with us. Windy, what do we know about Luka's injury?
Yeah, he's going into the MRI. He'll get an evaluation today. Really this comes down to, is this a mild strain of first degree? If that's the case, the All-Star break comes next week. He could be back without missing too many games. If it's a more serious grade 2, now you've got a bigger problem. Luka does have a history of these types of leg injuries. In fact, he's missed 8 games this year with leg injuries. The Lakers are 4-4 in those games. Obviously, when he plays, they're much improved. I will say, Austin Reeves coming back, he literally just came back for the last 2 games, is it's serendipitous because they have this ability to switch to the sort of Austin LeBron-led offense, so they should be able to weather some storm. But obviously, if he's out long term, I will point out the Lakers just 1 game clear of the play-in zone. One big positive, they are at the beginning of an 8-game homestand. They don't even play on the road for the next 3 weeks, so they are in a home portion of their schedule. Should help them weather this a little bit.
We just never get a chance to see LeBron and Luka and Reeves together. They've only been on the floor together at any points for 10 different games this season, and last night it was only for a little while. These 2 young stars going head-to-head. Wembanyama and Cooper Flagg. Pick it up in the first quarter. Just enjoy. Cooper Flagg, look at him go. Oh, strong. Another big night. This rookie over the last month or so has been spectacular, not to be outdone. Wembanyama, step back.
I mean, seriously, bro, 7'4"?
No, he's 7'12".
Shouldn't be fair.
I mean, this dude's just dropping dimes.
Is this even an alley-oop? I mean, he doesn't even have to jump.
The defense better not jump.
Yeah.
Wemby 20 in the first half, Spurs by 11. Third quarter, Mavericks down 4. Flagg.
Who?
Taking it strong. It's a 2-point game. Fourth quarter, Spurs lead is 1. Wemby inside.
So good.
Two-hand jam.
One step from the foul line.
That's basketball
29
acumen
points,
right there.
11 rebounds for him. 10 minutes to go in the fourth. Flagg for 3.
Butter.
He had 32. So the 2 of them would put on a show, and then the game gets tight. 4 minutes. Mavs down by 1. Stephon Castle. Yes.
Ooh.
Spurs up 4.
So good.
Final minute. The lead is 10. Wemby. No. Castle. Emphatically, yes. He had 18 off the bench, and San Antonio goes on to win it by a dozen. Despite the Mavericks' lack of success of late, Cooper Flagg has scored 151 points over their last 4 games. He's just the 2nd rookie since the merger to do that in any 4-game span. You see, it was Allen Iverson.
Yes.
Now that the moves have been made, beginning with the Knicks, who added Jose Alvarado in their trade with the Pelicans to boost their depth in the backcourt. Alvarado has a chance to make an instant impact, with Deuce McBride expected to be out several months with a sports hernia. The Lakers got some much-needed shooting, adding Luke Kennard in a trade that gave Vincent to the Hawks. Kennard has knocked down over 49% of his threes this season, best mark in the NBA. The reigning Eastern Conference champs got their center of the future as Ivica Zubac heads to Indiana. Pacers sent 2 first-rounders to the Clippers along with Benedict Mathurin. LA gets Indiana's pick this year if it falls between 5 and 9. And the blockbuster for the Bucks, well, they sent Cole Anthony and Amir Coffey to Phoenix in a 3-team trade that involved the Bulls. They landed former Wisconsin standout Nigel Hayes-Davis and Ousmane Dieng. So with the dust officially settled, let's get Chanae back in here. When we get past the shock of who landed where, which teams in your mind actually won the transaction front?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but the Washington Wizards have officially entered the chat. Now, when Trae Young joined, there was some noise, but now with Anthony Davis, it's legit. It's warranted. They have our full attention because Anthony Davis is the perfect partner for Trae Young. Now, mind you, this will likely start at the beginning of next year, but the potential for that pick and roll, but most importantly, AD covering Trae Young's as a defensive liability, I like this pairing. So check off Washington. Now, also, let's talk about the East and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Because James Harden, I know a lot of people might say in this point guard swap, you got 10 years older in this position. But honestly, sometimes a little seasoning is nice. James Harden is double teamed more than Darius Garland, and he is absolutely a great facilitator when it comes to bigs. In order for the Cleveland Cavaliers to be successful, they have to unlock Evan Mobley. They have to unlock Jarrett Allen, and he has been the best in the NBA. He leads the NBA in isolation, so he understands how to manipulate a defense. We've seen the Beard as what? The 6th man, the MVP. We've seen him as the system, but the latest, greatest version of James Harden is the facilitator, and he's betting on Cleveland in this opportunity of a wide open Eastern Conference. So I have my eye on those 2 teams.
Yeah, and Cleveland overall got rid of 3 players with the worst net ratings this season among those that have logged 500 minutes for him in Garland, DeAndre Hunter, and Lonzo Ball. So they are clearly geared for right now making that run. But back to you. who had the worst net rating when it comes to all the deals made in your mind?
We should be celebrating here in the city that I'm in, Los Angeles. But honestly, in a couple days, we're going to have the All-Star game at Intuit. And I'm looking at them. I'm looking at the Clippers saying, what is you doing? What is going on? Because I'm not going to lie, this James Harden news caught us all by surprise. And he said something about they might be changing directions. And it's kind of wild because this has been one of the best NBA teams the last 3-4 weeks. And it seems like without Zubac and without Harden, they are moving towards maybe a competitive reset. On top of the controversy that they dealt with this year, I have a lot of questions and very few answers about the Los Angeles Clippers.